Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah.
Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too.
Salutations, Dufos. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you with another special presentation. Moving forward, getting to know interesting people, beautiful people, talented people, people that are just of interest to me, and I bring them to you because if I'm interested, of course you're going to be interested because I have an eye for talent. So having said that, I have someone that you need to meet today. This young man, he classifies himself as an adult entertainer, a podcast host, and a thotty with a body. But I classify him as gorgeous. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to, check the name, Sonny, show me the money. Say it again.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. That was an amazing introduction, and I'm not worthy of it, but thank you so much. Your words are super, super kind. I appreciate them.
You are worthy of it, darling.
Thank you.
You are. I watch you online. You're worthy of it.
As are you. As are you, beautiful. As are you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So how's your day going? Where did I catch you at today?
My day is going well. I was working in Richmond last night and this morning, and I'm about to drive home and go see my dogs.
Oh, do you have a dog sitter?
My sister, she's like my live-in dog sitter.
Oh, nice. See, it's great to have family because they can help you out while you're traveling and working.
Oh, you have no idea. She's been like such a heaven sent, like, because I travel a lot for work. So it's been super nice to have somebody just kind of watch the dogs for me. Plus she loves them, so.
Yeah. So when you say travel for work, is this a 9 to 5?
Let's say an unconventional 9 to 5. I work my pussy muscle hustle, which means that I'm employed by the sex industry, and I kind of make my own schedule. But I mean, I guess you call it a 9 to 5.
Did you say it again? I work my pussy
muscle hustle.
Sonny, I love it. Sonny, let me tell you something. As an old queen turning 40 in September, who has been celibate, celibate for 10 years, I love all this kind of talk.
Yeah, damn, I love that.
I love all this kind of talk. But
First of all, holy shit, 40, you look fucking great. I mean, shit.
Thank you.
Damn, okay.
Well, this is what happens when you don't let men ravish you.
That's the secret sauce right there.
Yeah, but you know what it is? No, I went celibate because it was many reasons. Like I wanted to live, first of all, because I was like, it's why I talk to a lot of the guys that are adult entertainers, because my point is to illustrate that you guys, first of all, I've worked in the sex industry as a phone sex agent. So I talked to a lot of men that thought I was a woman on the line for 2 years. And men we're just very sexual creatures. And I love talking to the adult entertainers because you guys are the fantasy. I read the comments on Twitter. I see what these people are saying to you. I see the offers, I see the offers that come here, that do this, that do that. So I see that. And I want people to understand that, first of all, sex is real work. And then on top of that, all these beautiful men doing it, they deserve our respect, because I learned a long time ago that without the sex industry, this world would go to war. We would have very angry people all over the world,
I completely agree with you. I think that the sex industry is not only one of the oldest industries to date, but I mean, everybody loves connectivity and intimacy and connecting with other people. And escorts, it's funny, people ask like, why do people hire escorts, and say they don't pay me to have sex, they pay me to leave. So I think it's something that works with people's schedule, and they get to like, it's just, I really enjoy doing it, and I do it full time. It's my career, and I love it. I love connecting. I love meeting people, and I love, yeah, I think it's a it's
The
good.
reason, the reason why I just got quiet and I'm smiling at you is because I'm one of those queens that loves escorts. I've been saying it since the beginning of my career. I love it because, like you said, it's the scheduling, you know what to do, you come in, but you do form a bond with this person. You see this person becomes a client. I've always, like, do you, like, okay. Since I was a little effeminate boy of maybe 7, 8, I knew that I would pay for sex when I got older.
Damn, that's pretty, that's some resolve right there. That's impressive.
But you know what it is? I'm being very candid today. And I'm taking my time with you because I love you. But I wanted the best. And also I wanted a little bit of business in there. Like I wanted just a little bit of business in there. Like I said, I'll be 40 in September. Sonny, I've never had a boyfriend.
Wow.
Not,
What?
not one.
Geez.
There have been men that I loved, men that I adored, but it didn't fit for me. I'm not really a monogamous creature.
Okay.
And I'm a Libra, Sonny. So what happens is, like you said, I love the connectivity and I love it with multiple people. I'm not really an orgy type guy, because I'm both. I'm not trans. I'm just a transvestite, a boy in a dress. So I'm not the orgy type, but I am the 2 at a time.
Okay.
Like
that.
Sexuality, and I love that we're going this way. Sexuality is so important to who I am and what I do. Sexual power is something that a lot of people in their lives don't tap into, Sonny. And honestly, with me going celibate, it was to harness my own sexual energy and transmute it, because that's what it's called. It's called transmutation. It's when you take a very powerful energy from one place in your life and you put it into something else. So I went celibate so I could grab, because like one summer, Sonny, before I went celibate, one summer I slept with 85 men.
Yes, putting in work.
Yeah, it's just that it was such a empowering thing for me, and a charge up. I was like a battery, and I'm like a battery. I go for very long. So I took all of that energy because I was blowing them backs out. I was blowing them backs out. Yes, I'm a blouse. So it's a feminine top. So I was blowing backs out. And people say, how do you go through those men? I say, oh, y'all thought I was bottoming. That's what y'all fools get. I was the top. So it's easy to pull out, wash off, stick again. Pull out, wash off, stick again. But I took all of that energy that I had and I put it into my career. And like I said, I've been in this industry for 20 years. The last 6 to 10 years have been the absolute most successful years I have ever had, ever. And I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I have to say, sex probably saves up a lot more. Like, I mean, not that sex is a distraction, but I think for a lot of men it can be. And I always think if I were to go celibate, I'd probably accomplish so much, like similar to you. So I thought that's fucking awesome.
But I don't want you to go celibate. But yeah, that energy. Uh-oh, I'm hearing myself.
Oh, so sorry.
Hold on. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Fix it. Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyway, that energy, I have a lot of respect for that energy. And I have a lot of respect for young men that realize that they can harness that energy. Okay.
Damn it. I'm having hearing you.
It's gonna be all right.
I'm the worst. I'm so sorry. This is like probably all my fault. I'm literally the fucking worst. I really wanted to be at home this interview. I apologize, and I just feel so underprepared. But I can't hear you. Let's see.
I think when you turned on your car, can you hear me now?
You know, thank you so much.
I think when you turned on your car, it probably jumped into the audio of the car.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just took a while to reconnect back, so I'm back.
Yeah. Listen, underprepared, overprepared. Who's really prepared? Who's really prepared?
All right. What is prepared?
Yeah. What is prepared?
So you are sexually polyamorous. Romantically, are you polyamorous as well? Could you see yourself dating multiple different people at once?
I wouldn't call it dating. I would call it a harem because I'm a queen.
Yes. Okay. That's damn fucking right.
I would call it a harem. Like, honestly, I would call it a harem because that's what I do. And, you know, in my harem, you're well taken care of. I'm making sure you're in the gym. I'm making sure you're eating right because you never know when I'm going to pop in. So I have to take care.
I love that.
Yeah, like a queen. A queen has to take care. Like, you know, kings did this years and years and millions of years ago. So like, it was like, yes, they had a harem and they took care of all of them. If you were selected for the king or kings, it was usually a king, the king's harem, you know, you were set for life. And that's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of like what I am doing. I'm collecting you guys. I'm not sleeping with you guys, but I'm collecting you guys. I had one man say to me, he's like, I'm not dating you because you're a collector. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you collect beautiful men and you need to, damn it, you need to see it. You do. Yeah, I do. There is like, and this is the thing, it's not always sexual for me. Sometimes I feel the same energy and the same release just from looking at a beautiful man.
Really?
Yeah, just from looking. It's, you know, because get it, it's not necessarily the bodily climax. It's the endorphins in your blood that are released after you climax, you know? And I literally, just from looking at a guy, those endorphins in my blood release. I literally, I can have a bad day, flip and go through my pages and look at beautiful men and feel right as rain.
I have to admit, I am super boy crazy. I like love going out and just like, you know, most people look at women. I'm looking at men. I think everything from like the way they walk to the way they're structured to like, I just think I love them. I could not be gay. Like I knew it from birth that I would love men because I love them. So I feel you on that.
You know, that it's so funny because I'm the same way. My best girlfriend always tells me, you're boy crazy, but it's true. I am. And I own it very proudly because don't nobody take care of me. I take care of me.
Damn fucking right.
You know,
you said that. I was in a long-term relationship for about 5 years and we were monogamous and I realized me and monogamy just don't work. And it was funny. It's actually coming into being sexually confident and sexually liberated and that like, and finally owning my sexuality that I was like, because my ex used to slut shame me. He wasn't somebody that was very sexually adventurous or open. So it's funny now that I'm single and I finally get to do things kind of on my term. It's cool once you own your sexuality where like nobody can fucking stand in your way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of sick.
You're absolutely right. It's power. I have a sister and she's a sister birthed from the heart, not necessarily from the blood. And she's an actress. Her name is Cassandra Lewis. She was in barbershop. She's done a lot of different things over her lifetime. And I actually she found me on TikTok and then we just kind of connected. I did an interview with her and we connected and we have just been thick as thieves ever since. I love her because her voice messages are crazy. She will send me a voice message and she's like, because my name is Bjorn, like everybody calls me Queen, but my real name is Bjorn. So she'll be like, hello, Bjorn, you sexy God. Like she just go. As a matter of fact, hold on. As a matter of fact, this is my show. This is my show. Hold on. As a matter of fact, this is my show. I'm going to take the moment.
So she just like sends you random hype messages. I live for that. That is everything.
You fabulous fucking sexy fucking sex kitten, sexy, sensual, hot voice, good looking motherfucking fabulous motherfucking fabulous thing you.
Like that, baby.
Okay. Like, are you kidding me? I love my life. I love my life. Like she just sends me those messages and I'm just like, it makes makes me feel so good. I actually get humbled because I get shocked. But like women especially, they love a man whom can live in his sexual power, who can be who he is. You know, a lot of men, a lot of men think that women are against men that are into men. And that's not true. Because I know a lot of women whose men are into men. But what it is the women want to be a part. They don't want to be lied to. They want to be able to embrace it as well. You got a lot of women out here that aren't so upset about what their man does. They want to be included.
Right.
And that's the difference. And I play with those kind of men.
It's funny because I feel like men go behind their women's back too because they feel like their woman wouldn't be accepting of it. But you're right, absolutely right. A lot of women really get off on the idea of seeing their man with another man. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't?
Exactly. I have a lot of girls in my life that they watch. It's a ring of us because I'm a big porn person. So I watch and save and, you know, collect porn, and I have done it for years. So turn around and I have so many girls that are like, we're coming over to watch porn. Like we're watching gay porn. Like I've had some of my girlfriends steal my stuff. Like, oh, this is a Nelson video. I'm taking it with me. Like, and I'm just like, I guess, like, you know, but they love it. They do love it. And I think that today, like even us talking about this is beautiful because it opens another door. Women are our allies. They don't hate gay men. They just wish their men would be truthful about all that they like, you know, everything that they like. Women are way more open-minded than we give them credit for.
Yeah, I think it's very, I mean, straight men kind of have like the short end of the stick. It's very difficult, I feel like, for them to be sexually liberated because there's so many like social and like weird constraints that they put on themselves, that society puts on them. But I mean, if they had the ability to be as open as women, as gay men or women, then I'm sure they would feel a lot more, you know what I'm saying, sexually independent and liberated. But I'll for them.
And you know what's so crazy? I love what you're saying because sexual liberation is important.
It's everything.
Yes, get this. They always want to say, and I used to say it too, my sexuality isn't a big deal. My sexuality isn't a big deal. Actually, it's everything. Because it's how I identify with the world. It's where I see beauty and art. It's where I get creative ideas. It's where I market and promote. Why do we think in mainstream entertainment like media and radio and things like that, Beyonce wore the sexiest bodice suits that she could get her hands on? And so many people love her, yes, because of her voice, but then because of that whole va-va-voom bodice that she gives us.
Right.
Get this. And Beyonce is loved by women and men alike. She can't be, listen, she got security. She can't be left in a room with women, let alone men. She can't be like, they will try to get her good. Like, are you crazy? And I'm glad that we're talking about that because this is a conversation I've had lightly with other performers, but no, this one we're going into it and uncovering some things. And it's just really true. Like sexuality, like you said, is confidence. Like I wasn't as confident in my life until I realized and knew who I was. And I got told while I was in Paris modeling, but I was told by the divine, by the spirit world, was like, you're gay. And my whole reaction was like a very visceral, very crying, very screaming reaction. But once I had that piece of information, once it helped me to look at the world through my eyes, the way I needed to, I found help in men. You know, I may not have a boyfriend, but I've found serious help in men. I went to Paris on a one-way ticket to be a fashion model, met a beautiful French man whom cared for me the entire 6 months I was there.
Shit.
Yes.
Sign me the fuck up.
Exactly. And all he would say to me is, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. He would take pictures of me all the time. And
I'm seeing a common theme in your life that you attract people who want to like you, because you deserve it. You have such a light in you that every single one want to gas you up. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I absolutely love it.
it wasn't easy to uncover, is what I'm saying. It wasn't easy to uncover, but when it uncovered itself, I got ahead in my life. Like I got ahead. Part of my fame, because I do a lot as the Queen of Shade and I give inspiration and things like that. But part of my fame is associated with showcasing Black and Latin men,
Yeah.
the finest men you'll ever find on this planet.
Melanin everywhere. I love it.
Yes, because they're the ones that the world sees in a sexual situation. They are the ones that people are like, how big, how long, how tight, how fat,
Right.
these are the ones. So I help to liberate them as well. And I've had men come to my camera that were gay for pay and they told me their stories. And to date, like I look at Instagram and YouTube, this is where this goes. I'm building my new YouTube platform. I deleted my old channel and this one has been new since November. And I've done 162 interviews. You're my 162nd interview.
1 second.
Yes, and get this. My highest grossing viewed videos are the men that are gay for pay.
I mean, it's fascinating because it's like, how do you, I mean, yeah, it's very interesting, but I think having gay sex does not make you gay. So, I mean, I'm here for it. I get it.
You see, but not too many people subscribe to that. And that's true. Just because there are some people that are just pansexual. They're just pansexual.
Right.
Not necessarily that they're gay. And that's why I don't lump every man in that category. Do you know I don't lump every gay man in that category?
Right.
Because I know plenty of gay men that have children and wives and this and that.
Are you familiar with King Noir, the adult male film star? He does normally straight. I don't think he owns Fetish, something Fetish Productions, but
I've heard of it.
he's very straight. Married with a wife, has a couple kids, but he has sex with transgender girls, and he has like dildos. And his videos, he's like sucking on dildos, and he's just so like accepting and cool about his sexuality. But he knows what he is. It's the most attractive thing I've ever seen. Like, because he's just a straight as fuck man, but like down for, you know what I'm saying? I think it's so dope to think that like he knows himself that well and is confident and just exudes sex, and it's great.
You know what? You just reminded me. There's another one, Dreamy Bull. I think it's Dreamy Bull, Dreamy Boy or Bull. I think he says bull like bull, but it's supposed to be like urban slang, Dreamy Boy kind of thing. And he is married and oh my God, he loves penetration. When I tell you, I cannot watch his videos because I'm like, whoa, like he's so hot about it. It's so hot. Like, and that's the thing. Like you said, we're not looking because he's gay. We're looking because he's sexually confident and uninhibited.
Does he bottom or top or do both?
He's a straight man, but he loves to be penetrated. He has huge.
They all do. They all do.
Right. I always say, like, I look at the world and I always say to myself, I will never have a shortage of men that like to be penetrated, because like I started off my career that way. You hear people say, oh, you're feminine, you should do this. I hated it. I hated it. I felt like I was being robbed. Like of all of my wealth, of all of my insides. I felt like I was being robbed. Like I just, and I did it for a number of years to keep a man. And we weren't together. We were just sex parties. We were sex buddies. But I didn't want to lose my sex buddy. But I got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. And that was like year 8. So I did it for a long time. I want people to understand. I did it for a long time. And so it was not like, oh, well, maybe this is a phase you don't know. No, I know. I did it for 8 years.
Love that.
And then I just was like, and it was enjoyable with him. Mm-hmm. But like to this day, it's been 10 years. He was the last man to ever penetrate me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the last man. Nope. But I remember trying to break it off, saying, well, I can't do this anymore. And and he's like, why? Because when you have somebody that long, even if you're not boyfriends, you're connected. Mm-hmm. So he's like, why? And I'm just like, because I am not a fucking bottom. I can't do this anymore. I hate it. I hate the preparation. I hate the cleaning up. I hate all of it. I hate sitting on the toilet afterwards. Like, I hate the days after because he was well endowed. Like, I hate that. Like, you know, I can't do it. And he was like, okay. So I was like, so this is goodbye. And he was like, no, I'll be over in 10 minutes. And he came to my house. And it was the first time, and he was, listen, and I love athletes too. I'm big on football players because that's what I used to date. So he was big, tall, 6'4", bald head, muscular body, and he was an older gentleman. That I like that. I like men of all ages that are legal. But like, he came over, and to this day, I still dream about that. This tall ass man, I'm only 5'11".
Yes.
He was 6'4", with his legs up over my shoulders.
Yes.
And like, I think I was like, I've never had an orgasm that hard before.
Oh shit.
And then like, yes. And then like, while I'm penetrating him, fucking him, basically, we're gonna say this is my show. while I'm fucking him, he's in his masculine voice, masculine, deep voice. He's like, yes, give it to me. Yes, give me. And I'm like, I couldn't even. I couldn't even. Let me tell you something. If he was a woman, he got pregnant that night because I gave him every single motherfucking one of my babies.
I love it. I fucking love it. There is something really fucking hot about just like a masculine. Granted, it is a man, but like bottoming. But like not necessarily. I guess maybe not so much a bottom for like, because I've had similar situation. I talked to this guy, older top. And one day I was like, I don't feel like bottom anymore, you know? And he was like, all right, you can fuck me. But it was just the hottest thing because he was just still a top, but letting me fuck him. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Yes, it's so weird. Mind
yes. And to this day, like this guy, and that's what I knew. This guy doesn't let everybody climb on his back. You know, like this guy that he's a top. And it's still one of the hottest moments of my life. Like I still think about it because I'm just like, the fact, and that was the thing, and I want to bring this up too. 8 years, this was a situation where the man had to be very, very comfortable with me. You're not going to get a top to do that right off the bat. They have to be comfortable with you. They have to get to know you. They have to be able to expect and know where you are, what you're doing, things like that, so that it becomes kind of, you become a normal staple in their lives, because they're not just going to give that to everybody.
Right.
And I understood that. So I was mad. Like, if I had just said I was this from the beginning, I wouldn't have had to go through all of this. But if I had said that from the beginning, we would have never gotten to that part.
This is what happened.
Yeah. Man.
You still talk to him?
Yes.
I love that.
But it's like not so, because now doing the Queen of Shade, I'm a busy bitch.
I bet.
Like I'm booked. I got interviews coming and people are still booking, and it's just like I'm a busy bitch. And plus, I'm not ready to break my celibacy. I'm not ready.
Are you waiting for a big moment or a person, or are you waiting at all, or is it just what?
Not a specific person, maybe a specific moment. I think that's what it is. I think what it is, because I'll be 40 in September. I'm a Libra, but I want to go into my 40th birthday focused on my business, because I've been in this 20 years already. So I'm looking at from 40 to 50 is go time. So that is build your empire, get your money, get your bag, like that is what that time is. But I plan to break it somewhere. Like it's not, that's a good question. It's not a specific person. It's a specific set of circumstances.
Okay. And
I can tell you what those circumstances are. Friendship first. Friendship. Natural attraction from the beginning, but like I'm looking for a specific kind of relationship. Kind of like we're like boys, we're like kids, I'm used to that. Like we play around. I'm very tomboyish too outside of this. I'm very tomboyish. So even though I'm a boy, I'm very tomboyish. So because it's like feminine model, still got the legs, the arms, the face, but I work out, got a great body. But it's just I like the camaraderie, I like the playfulness, and then I like a lot of bit of, not a little bit of, I like a lot of bit of nervousness. So am I saying that I want a guy who's never been with a guy before? No, that's not what I'm saying. I want a guy who is a little scared, because I realized something yesterday. I'm a lot of scared. Like I don't need the relationship, but I need to be constantly reassured that my homie is not going anywhere. I don't mind him sleeping with other people as long as we're safe with what we do, but I need to be assured that this relationship is something that he cares to invest into, and I care to invest into, even though we're friends, though, because honestly, a lot of my friends I'm in love with. It's just what I do. It's just how I do it. Yeah. A lot of my friends I'm in love with, and it works for me because I treat them all like my man. I treat them all. They all get my care, my concern, my financial contribution, my everything. I just, like with my friends though, for 10 years though, I haven't slept with them. But Sonny, I could sleep with every last one of my friends and not think anything of it. But the thing is, would it get weird on their part?
See, I feel like after being friends for so long, the sex is like, it's a factor, but if like the friendship obviously trumps the sex, you know what I'm saying? I think for any relationship, friendship and that camaraderie, like you said, is the best and number one thing you should work on. Because then you don't feel jealous and you don't feel resentful, and you just want to support and uplift. And I want your happiness, because when you eat, I eat, and that's what you do with friends, you know what I'm saying? And I agree.
Boom. You said it. You just literally, you described the relationship boom. Okay. All right. Yes. So now get it. We having a good old sex talk, and everybody's going to love this.
All right.
But I'm going to take you back a little.
Okay.
Where were you born and where are you from? Because I need to know where all this fineness is from. Where was it crafted?
I was born in San Diego, California. I grew up in Temecula, and I currently live in Virginia. I was in the Army for 8 years. I was a combat medic. I did that for 8 years. I was in the 82nd Airborne, so I jumped out of planes. I went to Afghanistan in 2012 for a year. I'm adopted. I'm a single child. My mom and my dad both passed away, so it's just me and my dogs. Yeah, I don't know.
That I love what you did. You're so open. You gave it to us, and I thank you for that. Because a lot of people say, oh, you make them feel comfortable, but no, you have to feel comfortable to tell us what you just did. And you have your sister too.
It's like, she's not my blood sister. She's the sister I got to pick. But I love her. I love her because I love who I am with her. I love the person she brings out in me, and I love seeing her, succeed. And she challenges me, but also it gives me grace. And I think that when I'm unable to do that for myself, I'm so thankful and fortunate to have her. Yeah. So I love the girl.
I knew, and this is so crazy, because I've been showcasing men on all of my platforms since MySpace. So I'm talking circa 2003. Ooh. Yeah, I love my men. So I knew upon seeing you that you were special.
Thank you so much.
And the crazy thing is, because I hit you up on Twitter, freak Twitter. So I sent a message, the invitation in your messages. And I do that for a lot of men, and a lot of men don't know me. They're not familiar with what I've done. So I kind of send the message, and at the bottom, it's like, it says, here are examples of my work. But nobody has time to watch 161 interviews that are an hour long. So you guys are going through your life because you're chasing your bags.
Right.
But you were like, I'd love to. And I just knew that you were a special person. And today you have proved once again, me
Uh,
right, me right, that I can pick them, Sonny.
uh,
I can pick them.
well,
Yes.
I appreciate you just for giving me the opportunity and the platform to come talk to you. I mean, I don't know if it was my first Instagram account that I had, or maybe even my Tumblr, but I feel like the Queen of Shade is a name that I've seen for the last few years. You know what I'm saying? So like when you hit me up, I was like, I even told my sister, she's like, oh, you have to do an interview. So one, thank you so much for reaching out to me, and two, yeah, I don't take compliments very well, but thank you so much. That's very sweet.
But you know what? I can tell you don't take them too well. And
Yeah.
you know why? And you know what I do?
Mm.
I keep giving them. Because the attitude is, this is what I do for men. Yes, you're sexually confident, but there are so many other areas of life for us to gain confidence.
Well, thank you.
You are a remarkable man. And what I love about doing that is you can tell that I mean it.
Yes, ma'am.
You can tell that I mean it. Hold on, guys. He went away. And we're back after a little glitch, technical difficulty. We're back. And I'm going to pick back up where I was.
Yes, ma'am.
I was giving you an amazing compliment. I was telling you that you are beautiful and your soul is beautiful and golden and you are a great person. And that is what drew me to you. That is what I saw. And people would think, oh, well, how did you see all of that if he's an adult entertainer and he's just showing his body? No, baby, you can see so much more past the gorgeous body, the physique, and all of that when you are looking for more.
Oh, thank you so much. That means everything to me, because it's funny. Despite being in the sex industry and despite being an escort, like sex isn't really high on my totem pole of like requirements. And it's nice because I've been able to weed out some of the people who like get caught up on the sex and all that kind of bullshit fluff stuff. And I get to have real authentic connections with people who are of substance and say, have good intentions and their heart's in the right place. And you're one of those people. And I'm so thankful and privileged that, we get to share this space together right now.
Well, Sonny, you do realize that now the Queen of Shade has her claws in you, and I will never let you go.
Ooh, don't let me go.
I will never let you go. And what I love about that is, as my career continues to rise, because I don't just do this. I started as a model, fashion model, and then I went into recording. I'm an international recording artist.
Oh shit! Yes.
Yes. So I have to send you the link later so you can see it here.
Please.
But I do a lot, Sonny. So what I love is, because I stayed true to myself and focused, I can now offer opportunities to people that I want to be a part of whatever I'm doing, music videos, montages, and I'm a fashion person. So there's a lot of stuff that I can do. I'm very creative where there's a need for you guys. I can get this. Any guy that I would say I called a modeling agency and I wanted to book a model. I'm not going to get him to put on a spike collar, fishnets, and, be crawling on the floor, because he's not used to it. He's not used to it. He's going to say, I'm not doing that. And I'm going to say, oh, baby, that's okay. I'm going to pull out my Rolodex.
All right.
I got all these men that are willing to get paid and do this scene for me. And that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm not just showcasing men. I'm building an empire full of great people that I can work with, because I have this firm belief, Sonny, the world, or let me just break it down. The heterosexual community, they have their stars. They have their persons of interest. Well, so does the LGBTQIAP community. It's you guys. It's you guys. Our adult stars, our escorts, our fantasy boys. You guys are our celebrities. You guys are the celebrities in our community.
I love that.
I've always said that. You guys are followed. All of you followed by hundreds of thousands of people and videos seen over. Like, you guys are getting such rapid response. And these people, there may be a couple of straights in there, but it's mainly the community.
Right.
We adore you guys. And that's the thing. Like, I know that. So my attitude is, why step outside my community when I have access to all these people inside my community? Because I'm in the community where I'm going to be respected. I'm not going to take and go be the totem gay guy, in the heterosexual community and get disrespected and mistreated.
Right.
Looking at me like I'm some kind of court jester, dance, do this, do that. I'm like, bitch, do you know who I am? Well, they do. So let me stick with them.
And they fucking respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, like, yes. So I go where I'm accepted. That's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing. So tell me, have you ever? Because I think I saw one thing on your thing. Have you ever danced like go-go as well?
People would probably pay me more to not dance. I'm not a very good dancer, but my ass has gone on that box a bunch of times. I've go-go danced in LA before. Go-go danced it. Oh my God. I've go-go danced in LA, Las Vegas, and that's it. Vegas and LA.
No, but you know what? I just, your flexibility, what you can do, I just noticed, like, you're one of the ones that is in high demand.
I appreciate that.
And I like that about you. You're in high demand. I see. I look at, I'm one of them people. I told you, I rejuvenate myself by looking at these things and I read comments and everything. These men, whew, they love you.
Yeah, it's funny. I've had a Twitter for about a couple years now, but I've never really like posted or been on it until I moved to Charlottesville, and I really got into posting. And within like a few months, I went from I think like 2,000 to obviously 25,000, which is kind of crazy. I think there's 25,000 people out there that have seen my dick and ass, and it's kind of crazy to think about. What's happening right now?
And they keep coming back, Sonny.
It's crazy.
They keep coming back.
My mom is so proud.
I said my mom would be so proud of me, and I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would. Yes, she would, because you're living your life on your terms.
Right.
And that's what our parents want for us. I come from a very religious household, and it's kind of funny because my grandmother, she's old school. She'll be 75. She's a Libra too. She'll be 75 in October. My grandmother's the reason I'm sitting here like this.
Yes.
Sonny, she was a teacher, and teachers don't make a lot of money. But my grandmother was very savvy with money. And 6 years ago, she retired in 2005, and she had her pension, her IRAs, all of those things. 6 years ago, my grandmother looked at me and she said, I believe in you. She said, and there's something inside of you. And no, it's not traditional church. She said, but I'm curious to see what it is. And Sonny, she wrote me a check for 6 figures. Handed it to me.
Grandma, make me cry. That's crazy. And more so for what she said to you. That's beautiful.
I had never, Sonny, I didn't have my mother and my father. I grew up without them because it was the 80s, and cocaine had swept and crack had swept the community. And whether or not you know it or not, because of how I look now, I started in the projects. So I didn't have my mother or my father, but my grandmother pinched hit, and so did a lot of my uncles and aunts. And so she was always there for me, Sonny. She was always there for me. Like when I was being mistreated, abused by the other boys in the neighborhood, she moved me to the suburbs. Like she did all that she could to foster my creativity and who I was. And I remember when I could call, I was in college before I had the medical withdrawal because I've had bouts with mental illness. So I called her, and I remember I'm on the phone. I'm at a payphone up there in the mountains of Pennsylvania. And I'm like, I want to pledge a fraternity. And she's like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I'm like, yeah, because I hadn't had too many good confrontations with Black men, because I'm real feminine. So she's like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. And she sent me the $770 then for me to take and go ahead and pledge. But I got sick. I had to have a medical withdrawal, but she has always been there. And she has always been that one person that will literally in my life write a check.
I love that.
Yeah, but now, Sonny, now you see why I work so hard because I gotta pay her back.
All right. That's how grandma, she's
Yeah,
a good old man.
she know what she do. Okay, so you
Like, this
understand.
ain't
Free. Like she need to be traveling the world. Like I gotta, that was an investment, honey. That wasn't free. That was an investment. By the way, segue. What's your birth sign?
I was gonna ask you what your birthday is. Sorry, mine's Virgo. I'm September 5th.
I'm September 29th. But do you know,
okay.
I had a young man on a while ago. His name is Tony. I can't remember his last name right now, but he's like a specialized consultant where he goes into the workforce and he uses people's zodiac signs and their mother signs to kind of foster creative relationships between, higher ups and the employees.
Really?
And yes, and he told me, he said, you need a lot of Virgo men in your life. He said because Virgo men will hold you down.
I love that.
That's what he told me. He said,
yeah.
even women, most of the women that have been in my life that have really done something for me have been Virgos.
I feel like because Virgos are so crazy, we know that if you're willing to put up with all of our shit, so like we down for you. Like I'm super down.
Because you guys come with a tag on you. Like some more used to say, motherfucking side effects.
Right.
But it's good. But it's good, and it's all beneficial. It's beneficial to you. It's beneficial to me. It's beneficial to the world. The world needs a little crazy. If I wasn't a little crazy, I wouldn't be sitting here looking this way. I'd have never done it. I'd have never done this. I'd have never gotten the gall to get up and be able to say, look, this is who I am, and this is my brand, and this is what I'm going to do.
Right.
And I'm receiving so many offers to do.
It takes a little crazy.
Yes, it takes a little psychotic. Just a little, a touch of psychotic. Yeah, it does, for us to sit here and do what we do. But anyway, you got to get on the road. And I just want to say thank you so much for gracing me with your beautiful smile and your beautiful presence and just being who you are. Because because I believe you are successful because of how you are. It's who and how you are. The men love you because of who and how you are. So do me a favor before we go. Two favors.
Yes.
Tell me 3 words that inspire and empower you.
Ooh. 3 words that inspire and empower me.
Yeah.
I like the word introspective.
Yeah.
Confidence and sex.
Yes.
Those are my 3.
Now, exactly. All very good words, very powerful words that have powerful side effects, I'll say. You can change the world with a good pair of tits.
Right. I know that's right.
You really can. But
right.
Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
So I just created a new Instagram. It is Sonny Show Me the Shmoney, SHMONEY. My OnlyFans is Sonny the THE Unicorn, and then my Twitter is Sonny Show Me and then the number 1. And you can find all my links on any of my social media. So check it out.
Oh, good. You have a link tree. Yes, yeah. I can put that in the bio.
Yes,
I'm glad.
Thank you again for sharing space with me and talking to me. And really, I honestly needed this conversation because that just completely put me on cloud 99. And I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
I'm so happy. It was me that was more excited to talk to you because I knew that you would have good things to say, and I could tell that you were confident. And yeah. And the thing is, no one's ever confident all the time. So it's good to have people that you can connect with to tell you, bitch, you are fabulous, because you are, down. fabulous. You
You
heard
are
the
too,
message.
shit.
And you heard the message. I wake up to. You know, like,
Right.
fabulous,
Shit.
fine, fucking fabulous.
Now you know you're fabulous. You look at people leaving you voicemails telling you you're fabulous. You know you're the shit. You know it.
Just a little bit. Just
Yes,
a little
just a lot
bit.
of it.
Not a lot. Not enough to go to my head, but maybe to about my ankle.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So yeah, don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of the very beautiful. Check out his OnlyFans. I'm gonna put the link. Yeah, it's Twitter too. Oh, that OnlyFans of Mr. Sonny. Show me the money, or as he says, shmoney. Don't go anywhere. Say bye to the people, but don't go anywhere.
Bye. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position. Wanna show you I'm a boss. I've been given 60 seconds just to put my thing down. I'll have you wanting my stilettos by the time I turn around. Turn that TV down.